So I'm like, who is that beeping next to me? So I look over, and when the windows go down, guess who is it? Yep, it's the second person I had kids with. He's like, oh my God, I thought you was gone. I thought you was back in Fort Lauderdale. Like, I was like, I'm late for work. I gotta go to work. So as soon as, mind you, my number's changed, so he can't get in touch with me. So as soon as I get to work, I'm in there, do my, usually sign in and everything like that. He calls the job phone. At first I didn't recognize his voice because he sounded like a kid. And so when he called, he was like, can I speak to Ludi? I was like, who is this? And he said his name. I'm like, oh, you sound real different on the phone. You sound like a kid. And he was like, I was like, what's up? And then he was like, I thought you left. I've been missing you and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay. I was like, what you were doing in them apartments? And he was like, his sister stay there now. So him and his sister just got a place together, and that's where he been staying. He's like, you stay there now too? I thought, your best friend moved. I thought she was getting married and everything like that. I said she did. But she did move, but I moved over there because I need to save money and save money. So I had to downsize. And so he was like, can we see each other? Can we talk? I'm so sorry about what happened. Can we just discuss it? All this other stuff. So now, now we're talking. So I know I gotta tell him, we're child. So it goes a couple of weeks or whatever, and then I finally tell him. And he's like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant again. And at this time, when they did the sonogram at the doctor's office, they told me it was gonna be a boy. So I said, yeah, it's gonna be a boy or whatever, but I need time. Yeah, I still gotta go get the big, the one that's at the hospital where they give you details and everything like that. So for the whole time I was pregnant with the fourth one, we're thinking it's gonna be a boy. And so the whole time we're thinking it's gonna be a boy. So I guess he ends up telling his parents. And by this time, I still don't have a car. This time around, I was sharing cars with my best friend. And her husband had ended up getting another car and giving her his old car. So her car, I was driving until, she ended up, she was going to take her name off the car. And all I had to do was just have my brother put his stuff on and his information, because my license was still suspended around this time. So he was gonna put everything under his name, because if I had I couldn't get no license, because my license was technically still suspended and I was on restrictions. So yeah, and I think this is the time around my brother ended up coming up to stay with me for a little bit, because from there he was gonna go to Texas or Missouri, one of those, where he was gonna do cable. So but he was gonna do the training and they was gonna pay for him to go there and all that other stuff. So so we're starting to get back on good terms. He's coming over, he's spending time with the kids. He ended up apologizing, he overreacted. That's just saying all the good things I wanted to hear and stuff like that. So now his daughter is starting to come again to my house, because now he's like, his sister stays like another building over or whatever, so he would just come to my house and kind of chill, like we were all chill like we used to. So now he gets this opportunity to go to North Carolina or South Carolina or some up north place, where they're gonna pay him to pick sweet potatoes, and he just got to go up there, and they're gonna pay him, like, I forgot how much they was gonna pay him, and he just gonna go up there with a couple of homeboys, and it was like a plantation or something like that, he said, where he was gonna go up there to pick sweet potato. So it was coming to where a couple of weeks he was gonna end up leaving, so he was staying with me. So now I'm kind of curious of why you're always like, he was always creating these scenarios. So of course, when I start, because something was telling me to go through his phone. Something was telling me to go through his phone. So when I go through his phone, I go through the thread with his baby mama, because now the whole time, because I'm still trying to figure out where is this baby. So I'm still thinking like, you know, his baby mama pregnant. So, but when it was worse. So when I go through the thread with his baby mama, basically I find out she didn't even know we were together. She didn't even know he had another baby. He was claiming our daughter was his sister's baby. His baby mama ended up, I guess his mom ended up telling the baby mama that was his baby and I was with him. So I already was like, I knew it. I knew they were still messing around. I knew it. And that started a big argument between us. A big ass argument between us. It was like right before he was gonna leave. And I'm like, so you never told your baby mama that our baby was yours? You told her that was your sister's? He's like, man, why you going through my phone? And no, you're misreading it. I was talking about, because our daughter, his niece, did look alike. They really did look alike. Like but him and his sister look like twins. So I already was like, how are you gonna lie about our daughter? Like she was dropping her off, and the whole time she thought that was her, that was your niece. Like, she's seen your niece before. Like, and then her niece at that time was, I think, a couple of months older than my daughter.